It's actually so embarrassing to be filming this intro all over again, but we have what we have. Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to see you here. This video will be dedicated to me reading my most anticipated books, which will both include new anticipated releases, books that I've been dying to read for a very long time, and books that I've been seeing lately everywhere, and I just can't wait to get my hands on them. I really hope to find some new 5 stars, some new books that I will completely and utterly be obsessed over. I love finding those books, obviously, as one does, so I'm really hoping that this video will help me. The first book that we'll be going with is Caraval by Stephanie Garber. Actually, I have to confess, I'm already a little bit over halfway through, just because I started filming this video a couple of days ago, but due to some technical problems, which are me deleting the footage that was originally for this vlog. That's why I'm refilming the intro, and unfortunately now this is our starting point. But anyway, I'm just gonna tell you my thoughts so far. As I said, I'm a little over halfway through, and so far I'm really enjoying it. It's so fun, it's so quick, it's so fast-paced, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying the story, I like the characters. I'm also buddy reading this book with my friend, which also adds to my enjoyment, because we're just constantly texting, oh my god, he did this, oh my gosh, she did that, oh my god, he's so cute, oh my god, they're doing that, oh my god. And it's just so fun talking to people about books, specifically while reading them. That really adds to enjoyment. In my last video, you saw me decorate my case, and honestly, first of all, I don't know why I've been waiting so long to get a case with a pop socket on it, because it's just so comfortable to be holding it like this and reading. And I feel like just because I have this new upgrade to my book, I've been reading so much just because I physically want to hold the book and read it. So even these little things add to my excitement of the book. It is such a popular book, and I feel like that everyone and their mothers has read it, but I'm just going to quickly tell you what the plot is about, or the general premises of the plot is. We have 2 sisters, Scarlett and Donatella, and all their lives they've been wanting to go to Caraval, and finally they have this opportunity, but something happens and Donatella gets taken away, and now Scarlett has to win Caraval in order to save her sister. Everything in the Caraval is a game. You always have to remember that, and even if some crazy shit happens, that's a game. That's just a game. And it's really been interesting to follow that and get more questions than answers, and I really think that at the end we're gonna get so many reviews just by the amount of questions that we have right now and significantly less number of answers. Unfortunately, I don't think this book will be a 5-star, but I still think it will get a high rating just because of how much I'm enjoying it. So yeah, that's a little intro and update on my reading. So far I'm really liking it, and I'm really excited to go and read it more. What is going on right now? I'm in chapter 28. I'm genuinely tweaking. Like, what the hell? Like, I knew something crazy would happen, but this? And how everything just, like, in a second happened? I'm so intrigued, but also scared how it all will resolve. If what I've just read is true, I'm about to cry. I'm about to crash out. I don't think it's true though. For anyone wondering, chapter 33. I don't believe what just happened. I don't think it's true, but I'm still scared, and I'm scared to read further, but I have to. just saw, I finished Caraval, and I think I want to give this book 3.75 stars. Maybe I'm being too harsh on rating, maybe, but I do have an explanation of why it's not higher. The world was fun, the story was fun and intriguing, and I was really interested to see where it all could go and how it all will resolve. I was giggling and kicking my feet with little interactions of two main characters. That was really cute and I really enjoyed that, and I hope to see more in later books in the series. And the ending definitely sets up perfectly for the next book, and I definitely can see where it could go, but I feel like it's not going to be linear. It's still going to have some twists and turns to it. What I didn't really like about this book was how childish it felt almost. If not for constant mentions of weddings and being in love with other people and other thoughts that were going through mind of our main character, it really could have been middle grade or younger YA. Just of how naive our main characters were and some of their actions. I mean, I am naive and I'm the same age as they are, but I wouldn't act that way. That's kind of what lowered my rating, because it just felt too childish and I did not expect that. But I still really enjoyed the book. It was fun time. I really enjoyed my time reading. I really enjoyed buddy reading it with my friend. Just constantly picking up my phone to update her on where I am or hear her updates on where she is and how she's feeling and how I'm feeling. That was really fun. I will definitely continue reading the series, but I don't think I will pick it up immediately. I want to read other books first, and whenever I'm in the mood for this world, these characters, I will pick it up. Now I'm gonna go and think about what book I want to pick up next. I have two options and I have to think which book I'm more in the mood for right now, and I'm gonna see you when I start my next read. I'm still in chapter 1 and we met Esther in March, and I was like, oh, wait, that sounds familiar. That's Katniss's mom. We met Katniss's mom, and we met Katniss's dad, Burdock Everdeen. And like Burdock's in love with Astrid. We know that works out, but and Hamish is Burdock's friend. I had to go and Google it because I was doubting my knowledge, but I'm already losing it. It's already traumatizing, and I'm losing it, and I'm sad. And I just finished chapter 5. I'm scared. In the last clip you saw that I made it to part 2, and I still haven't moved further. I just got back from walk and I think I want to binge this book for a while. I also have a lemonade. So I suggest we go and read. I'm not going to be saying much or giving you some detailed updates, but I want to mention one thing that I've been seeing a lot of people comment online. In this book we do get a lot of cameos, and I've seen a lot of people say that those are unnecessary and Suzanne Collins just feeds her readers what we want. I like it. Everything makes sense. All the cameos, all the faces that we see, all the characters we meet, they make sense why they're here. Maybe, yeah, there are too much of them from the original trilogy, but you know what? I like seeing familiar faces and seeing them now in the past and knowing after reading the original books where they will be in the future. So yeah, maybe Suzanne Collins knows what we want and she gave us what we wanted, at least what I wanted, and I know a lot of other people wanted that too. So I'm not mad about that. I'm highly enjoying that. Besides that, I am really enjoying the book. I only read one chapter since I last talked to you, so I'm on chapter 11 now, and it's just so good. I love seeing Hamish because he's one of my favorite characters from the books, from the original books, and seeing how he got where we knew him is already traumatizing, and nothing really happened. And I know a lot of shit's gonna happen because in the trilogy there are mentions of how his life was during the arena and after the Hunger Games, so I'm particularly scared for that. Poor Hamish. But still, I'm really enjoying the book. It's so amazing, like everything that I could have expected and more, so I'm just so excited. Even though, yeah, earlier today I did fall asleep while reading, but that was not the fault of the book. That was the fault of my headache. I knew what I was getting into, but I'm not even done yet. Like, I have one chapter and an epilogue left. He did not deserve that. No one deserves. Well, Snow deserves that. But he... Let's ignore all of this. Did I finish the book? Or did the book finish me? And I think it's the latter. As you saw yesterday, I finished Sunrise on the Reaping. And as I said yesterday, not I finished Sunrise on the Reaping, but Sunrise on the Reaping finished me. And that still stands true. I've somewhat recovered, so I could give you a normal update without my mascara smudges and me looking awful after crying. You didn't see the worst, because I'm an ugly crier. You don't want to see that, trust me. But yeah, the book was phenomenal. I don't know how it can be less than 5 stars, because it's not. It's a 5-star. It's a 6-star. If we're being honest here, it is a 6-star. I am absolutely and utterly obsessed with the book, even though, yeah, I'm left broken. But whatever. What helped me cope were edits. Yeah, last evening I've literally just spent watching edits, and that's why I can function. Now, they did help me somehow recover, so if you also struggle after reading Sunrise on the Reaping, I suggest watching edits. Not heartbreaking ones. People are so smart and so stupid at the same time, but the memes that were already made from Sunrise on the Reaping, oh gosh, I need a therapy for that. Anyway, enough rambling about that. Let's talk about the book itself. Obviously, I will not tell you about the plot. All I can tell you about the plot is that we follow Hamish, how he got into the games, what he did in the games, and his life afterwards. Little slices of his life afterwards. I've always loved Hamish, and he's always had a special place in my heart. But now, I feel like now that place is literally 3/4 of my heart. I feel like I just can't stay here right now and yap for like 3 hours straight without taking any breaks. And I will not. Because first of all, that will give away a lot of spoilers, and second of all, I don't think you want to listen to me yap about the same book for 3 hours. I've seen some people online say that this book was completely unnecessary. Shut up. It was necessary. I've been waiting for it since I read Hunger Games. Even before The Ballad of Sunburns and Snakes came out, I was like, I need a book about Hamish. Imagine 12-year-old me sitting and begging Suzanne Collins for a book about Hamish. I was hurt, and there we have Sunrise on the Reaping. I think I've recovered enough and I can pick my next read, and it will be An Ember in the Ashes by Sabata Here. It is an anticipated read for me because I've been just lately seeing it everywhere and so many people love it, and I don't think I've ever heard any negative review about it. We follow 2 main characters, whose names I don't remember. I haven't read the book yet, sorry. Our FMC is a slave. Our MMC studies to be a soldier, a warrior for the Empire. A brother from our FMC gets taken, and in order for her to save him, she goes into the same academy as our MMC goes to, as an undercover spy for the rebels. And I think that's when the story kind of unravels. I'm so excited to read it. Not a long time since I last talked to you, but I started the book and I wanted already to point one thing out. I just made it to chapter 4, so I haven't been reading that much, but what I'm already enjoying is that first of all we have dual point of view. So we follow Laia and Elias. So odd numbers of chapters are for Laia's point of view and even numbers of chapters are for Elias's. And what's hooking me a lot is that each chapter ends on a little cliffhanger. So you just want to continue reading, but obviously since we change POVs and our two main characters are separated, you have to continue to read the next chapter in order to get to this point of view that ended on a cliffhanger. But then the next chapter ends on a cliffhanger as well, and you just can't stop reading because each chapter ends on a little cliffhanger, and you just want to know what happens next. And you just can't stop reading, and I find that so hooking, and it hurts to stop reading because obviously I want to know what happens next. And I need all the books to start doing that, because that's what keeps me invested. So yeah, here's my little update. Just started the book, not much to say about the plot, just wanted to point it out, how much I'm already enjoying the book.
I think something crazy is about to happen, so let's read.
I finished the book. Over the last couple of days, I almost had no time to read, and I thought yesterday would be the same situation, but apparently it was not, because yesterday I read more than half of the book, and because it looked like this,
Bruh.
I filmed nothing, so I was just sat there on my bed and I was reading. So now I'm here to give you my thoughts, my feelings, my review, my rating, and wrap up this vlog, because it already took me too long. I ended up giving the book 4.5 stars because I loved it. It did not have that 5-star feeling, but I loved it, and I feel like some book in this series has a 5-star potential. It was so interesting to follow both of our main characters, both Elias and Laia. I found myself a lot in Laia, and it was so interesting to follow her because she's not like, your typical FMC, that reckless girl who's not afraid of anything. No, Laia is afraid of stuff, and same girl, I see you. However, she does everything to save her brother, the only family she has left. It was interesting to follow how Elias grew as a character, and the more we found out about him, the more we cared for him. And just his character in general, I feel like it was so interesting. Honestly, I was so much okay with how little romance was in this book. I just was so invested in the fantasy plot that I couldn't care less about the romance, but the little scenes we got were actually really good. Yeah, I liked them. And also a big shout out to Helen. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but the whole book I was reading her as Helen. So I'm gonna call her Helen because I feel like she was not understood as a character enough, and my girl. She was also relatable in sorts, but also some things did make her less likable, but not unlikable in any sense, and I still love my girl and understand why she did some stuff that she did. I definitely highly recommend checking out this series. I feel like it's just gonna get better and better with every single book. But with that, I'm actually gonna finish this video. Thank you so much for being here with me and seeing my thoughts on my most anticipated reads so far in this year. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of the books I mentioned today and what were your thoughts and ratings for them. Thank you so much for watching this video, and bye!